Hello, YouTube. It is I, Michaela the Bookworm again, and I'm here today on this lovely internet site in my lovely Harry Potter shirt to inform you of the 5 downsides of being a fangirl. Now, I have to admit, being a fangirl is pretty awesome. I mean, we get to read great books, watch great TV shows, we have great role models, we have not so great role models, we get great clothes, we have great just everything. Pretty much. I mean, being a fangirl has made me who I am. It has helped me pick out the friends that I have, and I love all my friends. But there are some downsides. Now, I like to come up with 5 because, you know, it's like Christmas. When people ask you, what do you want for Christmas? You don't know in December. But back in August, you can name off like 20 million things. But now that it's like October, November, December, you're like, pencils. I don't know. A book? What book, Michaela? I don't know. See my problem here? So yes, I'll only be doing 5 things that kind of suck about being a fangirl, but you know, totally worth it. And in the comments below after this video, if you want to put what you kind of love about being a fangirl and hate about being a fangirl, go ahead. While you're scrolling down there, you can always like thumbs up or subscribe or both, but like no pressure. Oh no, I'm falling into my bouncy chair. Woo, sunlight. Okay, so number 1, not 2, 1. The number 1, like, downside of being a fangirl is the amount of sleep you have. Now, during school, I tend to get, like, you know, a good 8-7 hours of sleep. Not that bad. But let's say a new book came out and, like, I finished my TBR list. Then I'm reading that book probably till late at night, early mornings, leaving me with like 5 hours of sleep, and I'm more of like an 8 hours, like a barely function type of girl. Or, you know, you're watching a new show and it's like a Friday and you're binge watching it until 5 in the morning and you realize you need to get up at 8 because you have to go somewhere. Or someone updates a fan fiction on whatever site you read fan fiction. Or, you know, you opened up your favorite social media app and you're scrolling through it, and before you know it, it's like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and there's sunlight coming through your window and you are now blinded by not just your phone, but now the sunlight. Or the worst part is like when your favorite celebrity does a like video streaming, Periscope, whatever, live stream something, and it's like they do it like 10 o'clock at night, 2 in the morning, or it's even worse when they're in a different country. So like it's 10 o'clock there, but 4 o'clock here, or it's just like, either way, sleep, I have bags. You can tell. Sleep is not number 1 priority, and I look like an angel, like, here's, like, I'm being, like, blessed right now, like, with the sunlight. Make for an interesting video with the sunlight. Let's see if I can, like, change that. The second downside to being a fangirl is money, or lack thereof. Because not only do we get to buy books, which aren't cheap, like the cheapest book I could buy is like $10. And quick tip for all you book-loving people, you get a hardcover book, okay, that's like $20, $22, and then you get 2 softcover books that you love, each like $8 or $10 depending on what store you go to, and say, hey, person who has money because I've yet to find a job, because I've yet to get my license, and I've yet to get a car, and I live nowhere near somewhere that can get me a job. Can you buy me this one book that's $22, or buy me these 2 books which would add $20, and that's how you get 2 books. Next is merch. You have to buy shirts for all your favorite TV shows, all your book series. You got all those cute little like homemade Etsy-esque stores on Instagram or like Pinterest. They're like, here's this homemade Harry Potter shirt, or this homemade Mortal Instruments shirt, or this homemade whatever shirt, and you're just like, I need this. Christmas list, here we come. Or there's concerts you have to pay for, or CDs for your favorite singer that you just went to the concert of, and then of course you're going to buy merch at the concert. I am broke. All the money I have just goes to books. I should probably get a job at a bookstore. Think of all the books. Number 3 on why being a fangirl is also awesome, but not so awesome. You have no social life. Now yes, maybe some of you have a social life. I kind of have like a half social life, where like my equally fangirly friends will like, hey, do you want to come and hang out? And I'd be like, okay, let's do this. Like, I went clubbing once. Didn't think I'd like it, but I did. Even though half the time, my one friend and I were just talking about, like, the show Shameless, or, like, what would our characters do, or what would our favorite character do in this situation. So even though we left the fangirl life grabbed us again and pulled us back right where we belong. But practically, the social life usually contains other fangirls, fanboys, just, you know, the whole fandom family. And outside of that, you really don't do anything. I mean, you stay at home, you watch videos, TV shows, read books, read fanfic, write fanfic, social media. It's just, there really, you know, isn't a life outside of the fandoms. And the fourth, I think it's the fourth, only a 5 here, Michaela. You're in college algebra, come on. Okay, we have very high expectations because of books and TV shows. I mean, when I was, like, in grade school, I thought I was going to grow up and be really popular and have this really cute boyfriend. And, like, you know, he's going to be, like, a football player, and I was going to be, like, queen of the school. And then junior high happened, and I started reading more books, and I'm like, I don't want that. I want some, like, Jace Herondale, or, like, let me look at my books. St. Clair, or a Tyler, or a Gus without the cancer part, or a Maxon, or a Four, or a PETA. Like, those are the men I expect. And if not that, I expect, like, in high school, like, I want one of them to come flying through the doors like, Michaela, you're insert this. I mean, I would love Percy Jackson to just come to my school and be like, yeah, you're a demigod. Come to this camp with me. We can fall in love. Like, that's what I want in life. Like, I don't expect to go to school. And when I go to school, I want it to be, like, in France with cute short boys named something I can't pronounce because I'm a terrible person, St. Clair. And men in general, like, I expect them all to be, like, witty and courageous and handsome and, like, caring and loving and passionate and, like, all, like, hero-esque. Like, I expect, like, when I turn 20, I'm expecting to meet a Dean Winchester or a Harden or anyone. Like, my expectations for men are just this high, but then all the boys in my school are, like, this low. And I have, like, 1 more year of high school, so it's, like, probably not going to find the perfect guys, which is how college has more of the men us fangirls look for, because cats aren't going to suffice for the rest of our lives, even though we want them to. Sad truth. Last and final downside to being a fangirl is not a lot of people understand us. We have this weird language that is split up and choppy and high-pitched, low-pitched whispers. You talk really fast. There's a lot of hand movements because we are passionate people. And people don't understand that if you can't miss an episode, like, it's not the same when you're recording. You can't do the whole live tweeting thing. Or actors, they say, oh, that actor's really old or that actor's really ugly. And we're like, no, they are gods. Okay, like, Misha is attractive, Jared is attractive. Daniel Radcliffe, a lot of people think Daniel Radcliffe is ugly, and he's not. He's very attractive. Jamie Campbell, he's really attractive. Michael Clifford, he's really attractive. I'm trying to think of, like, a person that a lot of people, like, hate on for their looks when they should not be hated on, but it should be, like, oh, whenever you see them because they are that attractive. People just don't understand us. They don't understand how someone could be just so passionate about something that they think is so meaningless. All they see is a book or a TV show or actors or characters. They don't see what we see. They don't feel what we feel. I feel pity for those people. I wish someone could understand what we feel, or, like, I wish someone could just look through my eyes and feel what I feel and see what I see when I watch my shows or listen to my music or I read my books, because it's just, like, this exhilarating moment where I finally feel like myself and I finally feel safe and at home and I feel like nothing bad can happen when I'm reading a book. I'm pretty sure a tornado would come into my city and be like, oh, nope, Michaela's reading a book, back around, she's got to finish this book first. Like, I wish someone can find that feeling, because I feel like no one's going to be able to replace the feeling that characters and stories have left on our hearts, because it's such a strong love and a strong passion that I just hope someone that's not really part of this fandom or this culture can someday feel that passion that we do, because we're pretty lucky that we have something that makes us so happy and so crazy and just we are lucky, and no matter the downsides, no matter the obstacles we must go through to finish hard, sad books or to get up in the morning to go to school, we're lucky in a sense that we found something that truly makes us happy in a world where people fill empty voids with meaningless everything. And that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't be afraid to like or subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, well, what are you still doing here? That is like so many minutes you just wasted on your life on. Not worth it, man. Not worth it. But if you did enjoy it, I will be trying to make these weekly, and so far I've been up to that. I don't know about next week because ACTs, let's be real. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is where you live.